probably.
Are you downloading by chance?
No, I'm not downloading.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a pretty exciting match going on. It's gonna be Glon against ELVIS. Neither player has tried to go for an early pull here, so miss nothing you have, and especially because my overlay was still up. So people with ad blockers didn't get to see anything that you didn't get to see either. That was the whole point. And this is weird. 14 hatch. What do you think, Bible? 14 hatch coming from ELVIS, and
it's pretty risky because this map isn't the biggest, but
that's a 14 hatch. It wasn't even a 15 hatch.
Yeah, I personally don't really think 14 or 15 hatch is too big of a deal. I like 15 more. Just
what's the difference between 14 and 15 hatch?
You pause your drones for a minute. Like you actually get a little bit of less minerals earlier on with the 14 hatch because you pause mining and you don't make the other drone as fast, but it's pretty minor. But you get the hatch rate out faster. So I guess if you plan on not taking a gas really early, which he is, you might be able to get your queens out a little, your second queen out a little faster if you make your pool at 14 as well.
Queen. Yeah. Well, he made the pool at 15 actually.
So I don't know. It's just awkward. It doesn't really matter. But I think a 15 hatch would have been fine as well.
Well, the pool at 15 is actually gonna be
it's gonna be done before.
Yeah, timed with that. And yeah, pretty similar openings. No one really pulling ahead. We see both players. Actually, ELVIS is gonna be able to start his speed a little bit faster than Glon is.
What if it's not actually ELVIS? What if it's Sibley and it's just backwards?
It's ELVIS. I asked him.
What? Why would you ask him?
Let's
It's
call him-
ELVIS. His
let's
name
call
is
him
ELVIS.
Sibley.
Why would you ask him?
Sibley.
Dude, I'm just trying to like own his theory.
Dude, come on.
Okay.
Sibley is so much cooler.
Anyways, you were asking who ELVIS is. ELVIS is a player, I believe, from Romania. Is it?
Belgium. Jesus
Belgium.
Christ.
It's the same flag.
Actually, I remember that guy. I've seen him.
Same flag.
I've seen him on stream
Is he
before.
from Belgium for real? It's
Yeah.
not like not even close. The flag colors. Belgium is like green, red, and white, and Romania is like
White, blue, and green, I think.
no. It's
I think
blue,
I-
yellow, and red.
I think I saw him
Yeah,
playing a game against Sen in stream. I'm like,
Yellow.
ELVIS,
I don't know
yeah,
what tournament it was.
he's really good. He's always been a really aggressive Zerg, but in the last 2 games he's actually been playing pretty passive.
Oh, misclick with the drones. He misclicked all his drones to his pool while he tried to build his bailing nest. So he lost a bit of time.
It happens to everyone.
Oh shit!
And
yeah.
yep,
It's
lots
still
of
tough.
drones going down for ELVIS. And
he's making
actually,
his spine pretty early.
ELVIS is gonna hit a supply block here. Now he starts the overlord a little bit late though, and yeah, he's gonna be supplied there for a second, mainly because of his typing probably. So Glon's gonna pull a little bit ahead, making a Spire. Are we gonna see 4 gases here? Just the one so far.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
He's probably going to throw the other 2 down at 44, or like 46, somewhere around there.
Okay.
I think taking them all right when you hit layer, or like right when you
There
start
is.
the layer, if you take all of them at the exact same time, if you start a layer
You got them.
really fast, it's too much.
Mhm.
Like your drone count suffers too hard. Or like
You
your
got them
economy
at
suffers
40.
too hard.
You got them
Yeah,
at
makes sense.
43.
And yeah, Glon is a player that reminds me a lot of players like Scarlet. Incredibly mechanical, and I feel like if you make a mistake against him, he just pulls so far ahead. In you know, in terms of like he just tries and does everything as best as he can, and time everything as best as he can. He's a really build-oriented player, as opposed to perhaps a more reactive kind.
Lingering
Yeah,
pressure
sure.
at 6 o'clock.
I actually dislike that ELVIS is morphing the banelings on the low ground, because if there was an overlord on the high ground spotting them, he could not tell.
Ovi is
Yeah.
moving right towards that attack though.
Yep. And ELVIS is gonna get the banelings in, but no distraction to speak for. And Glon just not paying
AFK.
attention. 6 drones, 7 gonna go down.
8?
8. Oh no.
Oh.
Nice scout.
Can he
though.
get the 8th one?
He's gonna see
That
the
was
fire.
actually, that's pretty huge because Glon's like really cutting it with the bare minimum economy here to go for mutas as fast as possible.
Yep.
And now he's gonna have to like dip into his Zergling count to replace those drones.
Yeah, he just made a lot more links than he needed to there. He's just gonna be really aggressive here, and if he's not able to do damage here, he's gonna be 10 drones behind. With both players going for a Spire Tech, that's gonna hurt him because that's gonna mean that ELVIS can choose to get either a third faster or is gonna be able to pump a lot more links, and that's a huge part of going Muta Ling, you know.
Oh yeah.
Half of it.
Nice trade, 2 for 2.
Yep.
Oh man, no one's getting a good deal here.
2 for 2 is always. I feel better for the defending player.
He sniped one of his Banes with his spines. That was nicely done.
Yeah, no shizzle. And ELVIS in a really good spot. I'm really surprised Glon didn't see that. Usually when I do a move like that with Banelings behind the mineral line, especially on a map like this, I try to send my links somewhere else so that it drifts their attention somewhere else, and then the Banelings go in. In this particular case, ELVIS just walked through in plain vision, and Glon didn't see it, so that's very uncharacteristic of him.
Everyone makes mistakes, but if that was Stefano, the first second that dot would have came on a minimap, he would have noticed it. Sick minimap awareness by Stefano.
Why would you say everyone makes mistakes and then...
Well, everyone except Stefano. Everyone except Stefano.
He's a French god. He can't make mistakes.
Yep.
No, his map awareness is insane. Do you remember watching that Lone Star Clash tournament? Where they had the, what's it called? The eye tracker.
The eye thing? Yeah, they need to put the eye tracker in more things. That was actually pretty interesting to watch.
Stefano's eye movements towards the minimap was insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, the mutas are, I don't know, Glon tried to do a bit of harass, but didn't do much.
Yeah, and Glon's all caught up pretty much, so really nice job by him droning behind that and squeezing in the third as well. So he's not going to be that far behind in terms of economy anymore, and he actually has more muta than...
And he also has a faster upgrade.
Yeah, so I have no idea how he did that. See, we missed something.
I think it's because like he took his gas regardless at that time, and then he made one round of lings, but maybe ELVIS missed an injector somewhere, and
Mutas are flying in the main.
Yeah, ELVIS. Yeah, that has to be it because ELVIS is kind of rich right now.
Yeah, because like
making
he
a lot
just
of
pulled
queens
drones out of his ass.
Is he gonna transition into infestors or something else, Vivo, or why is he saving so much money? Is he just like he's actually saving it? He has to play. He's just not making anything.
And he's sacking the mutas, I think.
I don't know. I feel like if he was gonna transition into infestors, he would have started it already. He just made 9 mutas.
Yeah, this is really strange.
I think he's having a panic attack right now, and he's just trying to focus.
Yep.
Maybe
yeah, like you just said, making 9 mutas. His defense is pretty good though with the queen.
Well, there's like no reason for those mutas to be that late, other than just like a mistake. So.
Yep, and now he actually did pull way ahead in drones, and you know he chose to make a lot more queens. Like if you look at Glon, he only has the 2 queens. ELVIS was spending a lot of money in those queens just to try and be safe. Really nice spine crawler or spore crawler positioning. Nice run by here by Glon. It's probably gonna kill the 1 queen or a couple of drones.
And then they're actually splitting right now. Upgrades. ELVIS is doing Carapace level 2, and Glon's doing attack level 1.
Well,
I honestly like attack level 1 better. I like attack 1 better than armor 2.
Yeah, I mean
it's
the armor is twice as expensive, so.
Oh, why is he attacking in spores though?
Well, it's twice as expensive, but also mutas with the first upgrade, the first attack upgrade, every bounce gets +1, whereas like the second upgrade doesn't get the same benefit. It's like your main attack still gets the main damage, but your bounces don't both get +1.
Every bounce gets +1 with the attack level.
With only the first upgrade. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Then why is it better to get?
Well, armor, it doesn't really matter either way. Armor just makes it to where like when you have like level 1 armor and level 1 attack, they cancel each other out upgrade wise. But if you think about it,
why do people go armor first? Then?
Well, if you think about it in terms of like if you have like more than whatever it is, like more than 14 or 15 mutas, however many mutas it takes to one shot another muta. Because that's what usually when you micro them, you focus fire other mutas down in the beginning.
Yeah.
And like if you have more than what you need to focus fire them down, the damage upgrade is relevant at that point, and the armor still kind of kicks in because every bounce gets reduced.
That makes sense.
If you're focus firing.
Makes a little bit of sense.
But yeah, like when it's like overkill if you upgrade damage and you're already one-shotting them anyways. whereas the armor.
But that's
even
that's if you're focusing down. Like you're
Oh, yeah,
assuming
yeah.
like in big
Well,
muta battles, you don't focus shit down. If
well,
you
like
have over
if,
14
if
muta,
you have like, yeah, if you have a ton and it's just like what they have now, you won't usually see focus fire. Like you usually see just whoever has the bigger group is gonna win.
so you mean
But
like it's only useful like in that particular point where you have like 13 mutas or so? That's the
well,
only
I
point
think
where it
armor
makes a
is
difference?
just a more useful upgrade in the beginning because you'll get in that weird circumstance where your upgrades are still coming, and you'll get to the point
Someone
where
just
now you're
messaged
gonna
me. He
start.
said the bounces don't benefit from attack upgrades, but the armor reduces every bounce.
They do.
They
I've
do?
tested it. Yeah,
Okay.
the attack upgrade gets +1 attack always per every upgrade. It gives their main like their main initial shot +1, but the very first level 1 attack gives the bounces also +1 on both bounces.
Fair enough. And not positioning the links under the muta, but it looks like Elvis just has more
Final
here.
battle. Yeah, O2 versus 1-1.
Elvis has a ton.
Yeah.
That wasn't
So
even about
O2
upgrades. That was just about the amount of mutas.
I think only Elvis had like only 4 more mutas though in that fight.
Someone said, Chad is saying you're 100% wrong.
I don't care what
Doesn't
chat
matter.
says.
Dude,
Who
Viper
you gonna
is...
trust? The chat?
And
or the USA
WS...
champion?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to say.
The USA champion.
Yeah, you can literally go into a game, go and make a custom game, attack a unit, like go put like 3 Marines on the map with 0 armor, attack them with a level like 0 weapon. It'll do like a 3-2 bounce. It'll go like 9-3-2, and then if you upgrade it, it goes 10-4-2, or it'll go 9-3-1. My bad, 9-3-1, and then 10-4-2 when you upgrade it 1 time. Like you can look at the Marines' health bars when you subtract it.
Slordax
So-
made me laugh.
I believe you.
Yeah, I mean,
didn't know
I've
that.
tested it, and they do that much damage. They take a full, like it's not
Someone
the same
said the
damage.
attack upgrade only increases the first bounce, but the second doesn't get increased. No, Vive just said you're wrong.
Well, anyone who thinks that's not true, go test it right now. Like, go do
Vibe
the
against-
exact test I just said.
And
Because
Vive
I've done
against
that
the world.
test.
Okay,
I've done
so
that
I'll
test
never
through-
get armor before attack anymore.
No, I still think you should get armor before attack.
I don't
The
think
very
so. It's dumb. If all the attacks bounce, and attack is 50 minerals cheaper or whatever, 50 gases.
Yeah, but like you're not gonna have like 1-1 mutas though before you have 15 mutas. You're gonna have you're gonna have 1 upgrade, and if you're like committing to mutas, you're gonna be
But if
you're
you're,
gonna be going
if you're
past-
past 15 mutas, then it doesn't
you're gonna
matter
be-
either. You're not
it does,
focused firing.
because when you're if you have level 1 armor and your mutas get focused down, like let's say you both have 17 mutas, just for a number, and let's say the guy who has attack focuses down one of your mutas that has armor, well, and like you also focus one of his down, that 1 muta that gets focused down is gonna die regardless, but then your mutas that have armor off the bounce take less damage off the bounce. Like, I don't know, I guess,
But yeah, because
but
the
yeah,
bounce
they
will do damage. Yeah,
I don't
would
know.
cancel their armor out. Okay.
Alright, dudes, we need to get Terran.